Digital marketing is always changing. When you're busy, it can be hard to stay current on algorithm updates and best practices. So here are some of the best digital marketing resources. Whether you want to stay up to date or you're trying to learn digital marketing, these will help.
And now it's time for some more DIY SEO tips with Jennifer Regina.
Before we get into the resources, here's a quick tip. Create a habit. One of the best tips I can give you is to try and create a routine to stay current on digital marketing. Don't overwhelm yourself. Try to incorporate some digital marketing news into your daily or weekly routine. To start, choose just one of the following resources that we're going to talk about in just a minute here. Choose the one that will fit best with your existing habits. If you find more time, add more sources. If you start by subscribing to everything at once, you'll end up ignoring everything. Don't do this. It's pointless. If you don't like the first source, drop it and try another. Create a stream of sources that works for you. Okay, so the first type of resources that we'll talk about are podcasts. If you have a commute, podcasts are a great way to stay current on marketing trends. And to be more efficient, I recommend listening at 1.5 speed. It takes a bit to get used to, but once you do, you won't want to switch back. There are a ton of marketing podcasts, and you might even be able to find one for your specific niche. My favorite marketing-related podcasts are Online Marketing Made Easy with Amy Porterfield, Think with Google, Marketing Over Coffee, Authority Hacker, Akimbo, and The Science of Social Media. And we'll talk about each of those individually now. Okay, so the first one I had mentioned was Online Marketing Made Easy with Amy Porterfield. Listening to Amy is an easy and enjoyable way to learn about new digital marketing tactics. Her content is directed specifically to online course creators, but almost all of it is useful to anyone interested in online marketing. Most of what she teaches is based on her own experience with the topic, and because of that, each episode feels authentic and genuine. The episodes are sometimes interviews, and other times it's only her. In either case, she comes prepared and provides actionable advice. The next one was the Think with Google podcast. Ranking well on Google is the primary concern of most digital marketers. So when Google releases a marketing strategy podcast, online marketers should probably listen. This podcast is well-researched and discusses marketing trends and strategies. It's always interesting to hear marketing tactics directly from Google, and this podcast is no exception. This is an entertaining and informational way to stay current on digital marketing. Next is Marketing Over Coffee. These guys do a good job of recapping some of the big changes in the digital marketing industry. The episodes are pretty short, around 25 minutes, which makes this a convenient way to stay updated with a short commute. Many times they'll have a guest with a pretty big name. Other times the hosts John Wall and Christopher Penn chat with each other. Either way, it's an interesting half hour and worth the time. Next up is Authority Hacker. This podcast is all about affiliate marketing. I don't focus much on affiliate marketing, but I decided to give this show a try for that very reason. I wanted to stay current on the aspects of digital marketing that I don't dedicate much time to. It turns out this podcast is very useful for all digital marketers, even if they don't focus on affiliate marketing. Many episodes can apply to other marketing fields such as content marketing and SEO. Gail Britton and Mark Webster do a great job of discussing best practices. They tend to explain topics in a very simple, easy to understand language. This is helpful for any level of marketer. Next up is Akimbo. This podcast is by Seth Godin. Need I say more? Probably not, but I will anyways. This is an amazing podcast that makes you think. Each episode is intriguing and brings up excellent points. This show doesn't discuss technical changes, but instead discusses important marketing principles. This may not help you stay current on trends, but it will make you a better marketer. And for the last podcast, The Science of Social Media. This podcast is a must to stay current on social media trends. Each episode is short, around 15 minutes, and it provides the social media news that matters. And they back up their tips and best practices with data. Okay, the next type of resources we'll go over are RSS feeds. If you follow blogs and already use an RSS feeder such as Feedly, add some digital marketing related blogs. My favorite digital marketing blogs are QuickSprout, Backlinko, and ConversionXL. Okay, so for the first blog, we have QuickSprout. This blog is by Neil Patel. This is a great way to stay current on best practices for all aspects of digital marketing. These posts are thorough and offer material that is useful to any level marketer. Most of the articles are long, but have several subheadings and bullets so you can scan the article. That way you can find the content that is most useful to you. Next is Backlinko. This blog is by Brian Dean. These articles are in-depth and incredibly well-researched. The blog isn't updated as frequently as some of the others, and when you read the articles, you can quickly understand why. The quality is top-notch. Both the content and the design make these articles interesting and a must-add subscription to your RSS feeds. And then lastly, ConversionXL. Conversion rate optimization is important for all digital marketers. It's always interesting to learn about marketing psychology and what makes people convert. This is a great blog to follow to learn from case studies and research that can improve conversion rates. Okay, and then the last type of resource is email. If you prefer to get a daily digest in your email, check out SearchCap from Search Engine Land or Marketing Day from Marketing Land. I'd choose only one as they have some overlap, but these daily digests provide a nice overview of the most important marketing articles. Even if you only end up reading the headlines, this will help you stay more current than nothing. When there's a big change, you won't miss it. You'll see it pop up in many article headlines day after day. When that happens, I'd recommend reading one and making sure you understand how it impacts you. All right, so in conclusion, don't overdo it. Choose a method you'll actually pay attention to and not ignore. None of these will help you stay current if you don't have the time to pay attention to them. So start simple.
Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. This episode was brought to you by ClearPath Online, a DIY SEO tool for your website.